Streaming live on WFLA Now. Powered by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Here's JB Buno.
Happy Tuesday evening to you folks. JB Buno here with you on WFLA Now with a very brief update that we wanted to share as we are now in the, of course, approaching the second night of the Hillsborough County mandatory overnight curfew. One of the things that was much discussed yesterday as the curfew was going into effect, as the curfew was passed in Hillsborough County, was about walking your dog. And there was some disagreement among county leaders as to whether or not walking your dog would be legally allowed during the curfew of 9 p.m. at night to 5 a.m. in the morning. This might seem like a small thing, but for folks at home who are regularly walking their dog past 9 o'clock at night or earlier on in the morning, this is a pretty big deal. And there were some people out there that were wondering, would they be in violation of the curfew if they were walking their dog past 9 o'clock at night? 8 on your sides, Victoria Price. You should follow her on Twitter. She's getting updates on this as we speak. Walking your dog in Hillsborough County has been deemed essential here for the language in the curfew. So for folks out there worrying if they were in violation of the curfew tonight, going into effect tonight for the second night now in Hillsborough County, if you were worried about walking your dog past 9 o'clock at night being in violation of that curfew, you can relax a little bit. There is no violation if you are walking your dog. It has been deemed an essential activity. Walking your dog. Again, this is something that stems back to the Hillsborough County EPG meeting yesterday and to some comments made shortly thereafter about there being a little bit of disagreement about whether or not walking your dog was essential. County Chairperson Les Miller was making it very clear that he did not want people walking out and about. He didn't want people on public streets, didn't want people walking around their block at night past 9 o'clock and between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. And then that immediately became, well, I'm usually out that time of night to walk my dog. What does that mean? Can I not walk my dog? But clarification has been made, and we now know through 8 on your sides, Victoria Price, and through her reporting, again, follow her on Facebook and Twitter for updates, that we're getting more particular language in the order for the curfew, the overnight curfew, and walking your dog, again, has been deemed essential. So not a very long stream here, everybody, on WFLA Now. This is more of a brief update, but one that's really important, because in about 4 hours and 12 minutes from now, we're going to be going into officially the second night of this curfew, this Hillsborough County curfew that, again, goes into effect from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. every night for the foreseeable future until the curfew is lifted. And yes, there is a potential punishment of a $500 fine. It's a second-degree misdemeanor if you're found in violation. $500 fine or up to 6 months in jail if you are acting in defiance of the stay-at-home order and of the overnight curfew in Hillsborough County. For residents of other counties, this is the only curfew that's in effect right now in the Tampa Bay area. This stemming, of course, from weekend activity where Tampa officials were very alarmed at how many large gatherings there were over the holiday weekend. One gathering in East Tampa reportedly at around 100 people, and that they felt like it was necessary to pass the curfew, the overnight curfew, to send a clear, loud message to people in Hillsborough County that large gatherings and violation of the stay-at-home order will not be tolerated. So this is in addition to Governor DeSantis' stay-at-home order issued for the entire state. And now we know that you are allowed to walk your dog past 9 o'clock at night. They still don't want people out and about, roaming the streets at late hours of the night for no reason. They're trying to keep people within their homes. They want people to stay at home as much as possible. When they are out, it's for only essential reasons or for essential place of employment. We should add to this, too, very, very important, Victoria Price noting that Uber Eats drivers, delivery drivers for foods during the curfew is also, yes, clarified as essential. So if you're worried about whether or not you can order Uber Eats or perform like an Uber Eats type of delivery service past 9 o'clock at night as early as 5 a.m. in the morning, the answer is yes. That was also deemed essential according to Victoria's reporting. So we're not going to take too many questions here. We're not going to actually we're just going to make this just kind of a brief update here on WFLA Now. Let you know, tag your friends, share this with family members. You can let them know if you live in Hillsborough County, there is the overnight curfew, and it is in effect, and it will be going into its second night tonight at 9 o'clock at night. However, walking your dog As previously reported yesterday, as it was an area of confusion, walking your dog is essential in Hillsborough County and will be allowed during the curfew of 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. I'm JB Buno. This has been a WFLA Now update. Thanks for watching.